And what Robert Stacks preach 2026. This is it. What did Robert Stacks preach? What Robert Stacks tell y'all? He's half man, half amazing. You know what I'm saying? Laid to rest. Laid to rest. Patrick Williams, aka stage name, The Outlaws Who Got Sparks. The Outlaws Who Got Sparks. He's next after Tupac. Bullets sprayed at his Mercedes Benz of 96. The Bloods versus the Crips in a war zone of East versus West. To be laid to rest. Next to the phenomenal, sharing the name with the phenom, the NBA phenom of and one. And one's legend of all, the retired jersey of the Toronto Raptors, number 15, Vince Carter. What's Robert Stacks preach to y'all? What's Robert Stacks preach to y'all? To be laid in the amazing celebrity filth of not of the norm, not of the norm. Pacific View of Newport Beach. Pacific View of Newport Beach, where I used to score touchdowns up the street at Bonita Creek. For the Seahawks, for the Newport Beach Seahawks, right there on my wrist. Right there on my wrist. Newport Beach Seahawks. Half man, half amazing. Patrick Williams, number 21. Wide receiver and safety. 10 touchdowns and 10 interceptions at wide receiver and safety. Phenom of it all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be lowered up the street to Bonita Creek. At Bonita Creek. St. Funeral investing as legendary hotshot cowboy John Wayne and Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look for a statue. Look for a statue to be built. A heroic, honoring statue to be built. Saving a child out of a burning building in World War III. In World War III. Saving a young child out of a burning building. His name is my godson Max. With Wendy Montezuma. Conceived with mother Wendy Montezuma. The hardworking of the norm. Last known at a gas station. Last known at a gas station, Chevron. The Wendy Montezuma, who went to my first play, Tequila Mockingbird, where I started as Tom. Where I started as Tom at Tustin High School. the Wendy Moctezuma, mother of God's son, Max. Look for a heroic statue to be built of amazement, in the powerful, amazing resort full of many celebrities, top flight celebrities of Hollywood, actors of Hollywood who are not of the norm, who touched us all in their movies and entertainment. Basketball star Kobe Bryant. Look for a heroic statue to save a child, a godson, taking him in his arms as a heroic figure, as a godson. Max. 2024, 2025. After the last time speaking to Wendy Moctezuma over the phone, and she disappeared again. You know what I'm saying? That's my Pacific View Inc. Uncle Spud. There it is, my number, Riverside King, dead number, 33. Deceased number, Patrick Williams. You know what I'm saying? Ezra 3 in the middle. We are rebuilding the foundation. To a new height. Ezra 3 speaks. You know what I mean? You look for a statue of amazement to be built. It's March the 31st right now, last day of March. And as the time nears, the end is here. You know what I mean? Nuclear warfare is in effect. Robert Stacks breaks it down. The passing away onto the other side to walk a street, city of gold, box in the sky called New Jerusalem, as earth will only pass away. And these are the end times that we see as it's crumbling away, a terrible economy. Artificial intelligence, snakes in the White House, serpents and devils in disguise. And as the time nears, the end is here. I'll be stationed in Pacific View of Newport Beach. It's March the 31st, the last day of March. This the Outlaws Who Got Spots. Happy St. Patrick's Day, the Outlaws Who Got Spots. He's half man, half amazing of it all. Top flight songwriter, creative musician, heroic statue figure to save the day. What Robert Stacks tell y'all? What Robert Stacks tell y'all? You know what I'm saying? What Robert Stacks tell y'all? You know what I mean? As he breaks it down. Fix my vein. Of course, moves so fast. That's the way I gotta like to put it. Upside down to those wicked devil pharaohs of Egypt. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As the time nears, the end is here, the clock boils down. A cold, rough march. As I become a heroic figure to a God's son, Max, Wendy Moctezuma, take a child in my arms and put it in my poetry to take over my poetry after Puck's unborn child. An unborn child, as Tupac was speaking of. I believe that was Until the End of Time album. Till the End of Time. One of Tupac's deepest, greatest songs you'll ever see. Letter to my unborn child. You know what I'm saying? As I'm writing a letter to my unborn child, and I don't hear back. I don't hear back. Sadly, don't hear back from a partying. And it's absolutely stressful of all. From a partying. On live, Facebook Live. Hard working from Tijuana, Mexico. Family, the Montezumas. As they party and go on and press ignore and act as though I don't exist. I still am a heroic figure, statue figure of amazement. Sharing the name with the Toronto Raptors jersey, retired jersey. Vince Carter, half man, half amazing of the Toronto Raptors. This is half man, half amazing of the Outlaws. Bad Boy Records of 2020. The drop of the coronavirus, 2020 and on. Traded. Put both record labels on the map as the top poetic genius, MC of them all. Doing things that would even amaze the late great Biggie Smalls. Taking over the label. Mace can't come to the level of it. None of them can. I'm Bad Boy's realist. Face it, I traded for what? Who's realer than me with Bad Boy? Who's realer than the Outlaws who got spots? Who signed with Bad Boy? I'm giving y'all time. Who? Don't say MGK. Don't say MGK. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Talking a true life from a true niggas living the thug's life from a true niggas perspective. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In the hands of God, to heaven above, a new Jerusalem opening up. To me, a celebrity not of the norm, of amazement. This is March the 31st, last day of March. To my Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches. I'm speaking here on my Machiavelli COVID-19 speeches. You know what I mean? From this mask that I'm dying to take off as my soul passes on to the other side. I must hide my identity and protect myself from the wicked devil, coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? It's my last March ring. This is my last year here. Presented right now. March the 31st. You know what I mean? March the 31st. You know what I mean? March the 31st of 2026, World War III is in effect. You know what I'm saying? All type of conspiracies are in effect. We're seeing the end times. You know what I mean? My godson Max is in trouble. You know what I mean? So you look for a heroic statue of amazement to be built as I'm lowered into Pacific View. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna play me? Who's gonna play me? Hollywood tears of amazement to come back from two broken ankles, March the 30th of 2004. Two broken ankles. A Division I scholar athlete, ball player, thrown to a wheelchair. Thrown to a wheelchair for 3 months of screams and cries. Screams and cries. Back to my feet. Back to my feet. To become one of the top musicians you'll ever see. You know what I mean? After the Mercedes-Benz of 1996, Lucifer 666 was shot down. Tupac Amaru Shakur, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Tupac Amaru Shakur, the Outlaws of God's Fox. hype mansion to straight studio amazement. You know what I mean? Dropping amazing speeches and tracks after tracks. Speeches from the hospital. That really should be leading the industry. But it's too real. It's too real and too authentic. Hip hop is at a dead point. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's the time ends, the New Year's is here. Another year. You know what I mean? My birthday goes by. You know what I'm saying? It's March the 31st. Reunion of the 30th of 2004. I was gurneyed away with 2 broken ankles. Riverside Martin Luther King's mystery to never be known. 13 days after my birthday, laid in pain. 16 years old, turning 17 years old. Just turning 17 years old. You know what I mean? To take over this campus. The devil just destroyed it all for myself, my family. To suffer so much. You know what I mean? And be found in this amazement and become an amazing top-line preacher, outspoken activist of the Black Panthers. Ink to my arm. There it is. Come on out to my grave, everybody. There it is. Standing up for my people. Singing for my people. Living the thug's life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Living the thug's life. That's what a nigga is living. Living it all, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm gonna say, so Brother Stacks is breaking down to everybody. You know what I mean? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Gotta get some love on here, man. The last time I'm speaking, you seeing this half man, half amazing, standing next to Vince Carter. Sharing the name of Vince Carter, the retired jersey of the Toronto Raptors. Not of the norm. You know what I mean? You find another. You won't find another. You won't find another. You know what I'm saying? So stay live, stay tuned. You know what I mean? I'm stopping right now at March the 31st. You know what I mean? As the time ends. You know what I mean? The end is here. March the 31st. St. Patrick's Day. There it is, everybody. You know what I mean? Look for a legendary statue of amazement to be built in Pacific View. A heroic figure to his godson, Matt.